This message is for Gemini. I'm going to take a look and see what your partner is holding back from you. I do hope all is well and that you are doing well, dear Gemini. I pull 3 cards and see why we are here in terms of what they're holding back, what you need to know. All right, let's tap in. 3 best cards, Divine, for what our Gemini's partner is holding back from them. Ooh, too many. Try that one more again. 3 best cards, please. There we go. And one more. Okay, so we choose to understand before being understood, fostering deeper empathy. This is the mind stud at this time. And in the environment, I give my partner unconditional love and trust. And then spirituality, spiritual influence. We choose to have faith in each other's intentions, nurturing a bond that is unbreakable. Beautiful. So right now, it looks like your partner is processing something that has recently occurred between the two of you all. Energetically, they are still in vibe with you. But for right now, they're not speaking on whatever the challenge is between you two at this time. Now, it may have bursted forth as a fight, and they're trying to gather themselves and first and foremost apologize probably for their behavior, and figure out where they went wrong, how they allowed themselves to be triggered, or how they were triggered by the event, that it turned into a fight and not an argument, which an argument is just a heated discourse. Emotions have welled up and now you need to resolve them. And sometimes a good argument is necessary to clear the air. But when you're fighting, it's really about overpowering the other. One is going to win and one is going to lose. Argument is win-win. We both are going to be heard. It's difficult because feelings have welled up and you just very you're emotional about things and you have a strong belief about it, but you're still there to resolve it, right? A fight doesn't resolve anything. It just releases pressure, anger, anxiety, etc. So let's see. We choose to have faith in each other's intentions, nurturing a bond that is unbreakable. So there is no danger there in terms of, there's no worries there in terms of this person withdrawing or not talking to you, in terms of they're thinking about separating or in some type of break or breakup. That's not the case. They are really, it feels like, trying to, with all the information out here, looking to gather themselves first, figure out where they came short and how they can prevent that in the near future should an argument or anything take place again, which is first really good self-examination. Then they can begin to focus on the actual problem that needs to be resolved, and then begin to work on how to approach that conversation with you, and be prepared to handle that energy and information properly. So let's get into the details here. Deep breath, my dear. Let's tap in. Divine, may I have 6 best cards for the details here of what's going on with the opening energy details, please. Daughter of Pentacles, Daughter of Wands in reverse, 4 of Wands in reverse. Daughter of Cups in reverse. I have 2 more cards, please. Mother of Swords upright. Okay. And one more. Oh, we got 2. Justice in reverse and Son of Wands in reverse. I'll take that extra. That's good information. Okay, baby. So this Daughter of Pentacles upright. Notice there's quite a bit of pages out here. Pages are the spark, the innocence of the situation, really wanting to understand and get knowledge. You educate a child, correct? So we're in a stage of where we're trying to look at things with the innocence of a child and approach it not with the jaded energy and so-called knowledge of an adult. You need to have a curiosity here as to what's going on, which is good, which is really, really good. The Daughter of Pentacles starting out is understanding that the relationship represents the pentacle. Okay. And this is not about whether or not either one of you are right or wrong. It's about what's best for the relationship and how to keep things moving forward. The relationship is a very high value, okay, to your partner, and that in the relationship is with you. So that also includes how they see you, how they feel about you, more importantly, how you look at them and how you feel respected and heard and honored in their presence. They don't want you to ever feel it appears that they do not want you to feel unsafe in their presence. Whether you're in agreement with them or disagreement, they will always want you to be able to feel safe enough when you're ready to come to them with whatever grievances you have, not just your happy moments, but your sad moments. Interesting, I'm hearing the song Prince's classic, If I Was Your Girlfriend, right? Would you tell me you had a problem with me? You know, all this other stuff. Like, it's a great song, and it really does talk about we're open and honest with each other, open minds, open hearts. It's not always going to be easy, or it will be difficult. It will be challenging to say something about me that you don't like or you don't care for at that moment. However, it's going to make us better, because if it's something that it's like, I never even knew I did that. You know, like, oh, I do that. Or you might be aware of it. And now it's like somebody's actually saying it to you, especially the person that you love the most, care about the most, want to make happy. You're going to really be like, it's time for me to get that together. Let me gather myself on that shit. I need to work on that. I need to get to work on that. I need to really start breaking that down and figuring out what the hell going on with that. Okay. So, with the Daughter of Wands and the Four of Wands in reverse, right now things are challenging and difficult. This Page of Wands in reverse is clarifying that energy up front. They're processing their emotions and trying to figure out what they need to do on their side to move things forward with you guys. How do they approach the conversation? How do they first deal with the attitude and the energy and the behavior that went on solely on them, and how they handle things, how they handled the information that you gave to them, and how they handled themselves when they were interacting with you about it. The Four of Wands being in reverse is them really reflecting on the importance and the seriousness and the value of you all's connection. Okay, it's really them reflecting and looking back and remembering all of the reasonings that brings them to the place of where they can trust you. Okay, whatever happened, it feels like it was very triggering, probably for both of you, and they're ready to run. Okay, hence all these pages out here being in a very childlike state. They're ready to like fight or flight. Now they're ready to take flight. Like, let me be defensive. You don't talk to me like this. Da 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 da. See, this is what I'm saying. Blah blah blah. That type of energy. Whereas they need to come in with the curiosity to say, I can't just run away. You know, I'm mad at mom, or like this from a child's perspective. I'm mad at my parents. I'm mad at the people in authority over me. But they take care of me. They love me. They care for me. I know that they do. I'm mad. I'm irritated, but I've got to figure out a way. And then you go and you figure out, like, what do we need to do? How can I be what did I do? Right? Try to figure it out. And that Four of Wands is that reflecting back on those principles, that you love them, that you care for them, that you protect for them, that you provide when you need it, that you're secure, that they think about the happy moments that you shared, the joy, the moments when they were down bad and you were there, you were able to pick them up in their energy, or with actual things being done to take care of them. You know what I mean? Down bad could just mean they were really, really very ill or sick, or, you know, and they couldn't move about the way that they needed to do. And you were there to pick up and clean up for them and straighten up the home and make sure that this XYZ was okay while they were healing and getting back into coming back to 100% mobility. So things of that nature, they're thinking and reflecting on those things. Okay. Is what it feels like that Four of Wands is representing in reverse. Now we move forward to the Daughter of Cups in reverse, Mother of Swords, and the Justice card in reverse. So again, this Daughter of Cups being in reverse, they're not going to offer you a quick fix, a hollow apology. Okay. They're going to say they're sorry, and they're going to bring about the change in the action so that this doesn't occur again, because they don't like the feeling. There was something about the way that you all left it. And more than likely it's on both sides, because you're here trying to, what they're holding back. So there was something about the way that you all departed when this best way to describe it, feels like the blow up happened, like a Mount Vesuvius exploded. Okay. And now y'all both looking around like, oh my God, why did it get that bad? Like, and the true answer is you were both triggered. in your own ways. It was individual. It was really not at each other. Something happened where then it escalated and then it escalated, and one person didn't start pouring the water. The other person, they chose that, you come in the room with a bucket of water, a bucket of gasoline to douse the fire. Y'all both said, fuck it, kerosene. At some point you just got triggered, and that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. And spoiler alert, it's going to happen again. 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 But the cool part is when you educate yourself, you become self-aware, you can be able to say, hold on. I don't like that. Now we're going to continue that way. We're going to, what's going to happen. It's going to go bad. It's going to go real bad. Okay. We're not making excuses for going to 0 to 100. We're trying to stop it at 25. When we see that speedometer, like, break. This is what this is about. This is good. This is good. I'm glad y'all got this type of situation going on here. Now, the Mother of Swords is at the center of things for them. They're cutting away the emotion of the situation and really examine themselves in the stark, cold facts. Okay, they're looking at the numbers, and people lie, men lie, women lie, children lie. The numbers never do. Okay, and that's what they're looking at. The facts, just the facts, Gumshoe, just the facts. And with the Mother of Swords, it's still the energy of empathy there. They're not doing it in a cold way, as if to say, if you think that they're sitting back and itemizing and putting everything on a tick sheet of what you did, they're not. They're talking about what they did, how they failed you, and how they failed the relationship, and how they failed themselves. This is all about them thinking about what they did in this moment, because this Knight of Wands is in reverse. So I wanted to keep it out here. They do not want to fight. They're not angry anymore. Not at you. They're angry at them. They have anger put towards themselves, and they're choosing to use it to fuel correction, self-correction first. So this Justice card being in reverse, they're not going to come and present anything. Double Libra out. But they might not come in. They're not going to come in to talk to you about everything until they are fully clear on what they need to do and what their plan moving forward is to how to not have it happen on their side again. Okay. Now they may talk about that in detail. They may not, but no. This is what the message is coming in clearly, is what they're doing in terms of what their part was in this situation that you're here about today. So let's see. Personal effect on you. How's this affecting you personally, my dear Gemini? Okay. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. May I have 4 more cards, Divine, for our Gemini's reactions? Their effects. World card upright, 2 of Swords. So a lot of thinking, a lot of introspection, then followed with the actions going on out here. And then we have the 6 of Swords in reverse, 8 of Cups. Sorry, no, 7 of Cups upright. Okay. It feels about right. Feels right. You're worried about them now. And this is what the energy is reflecting here. You're worried about if it's going to happen again. And that early and open energy should begin to kind of calm you to a place where then you can begin to do some self-reflection as well. It's what the Divine looks like it's trying to help you to understand about the situation. So the 5 of Pentacles being in reverse, you are ready, as with this Knight of Wands. The fight is over for them. They're not angry. They're not upset anymore. They have a passion though for resolving it. First on their side, the 5 of Pentacles is what you're really, really wanting to come in out of this space of, just to say, really want to come in out of the cold, in terms of right now you're knocking on the door. You're trying to, like imagine you're arguing with someone and they go to they depart, they go to the room, slam the door. And you're like knocking, you give it a few minutes and you're like, oh, okay. And you start knocking like, hey, blah, blah, blah. What's going on? And you start to try to offer little things to get them to come out, coax them to come out the room. And there's silence. And then you just say, okay, listen, I'm just going to sit here, or I'm here whenever you're ready to come out and talk. I'm here. I'm ready to listen to what you have to say. That's what the energy of the 5 of Pentacles feels like. The World, the 2 of Swords, and then the 6 of Swords in reverse. The World card is here where you're ready for this argument to end as well. And this Knight of Wands in reverse, clear that you're in the same space. You're ready to have a fresh and new beginning here. Okay. You're looking for their leadership in this situation, though, because maybe you feel like you were the one that pressed the issue, dear Gemini, and pushed things a little bit too far, got a little spicy. And you feel like you were the cause of the blow up. The argument was the argument, but when it really went left, you may feel that you were the person that really pushed them over the edge here. So this world card here is symbolizing that you want that part to end, and you want them to understand that that wasn't your intentions. You're apologetic about that. You recognize that you said too much, you did look too much in that situation, and you're ready to more than likely explain to them why that happened. Like, when XYZ happens, I just go off the handle. I do my best to try to keep myself together, but sometimes I just can't pull myself back, and that's one of those times. And then XYZ, et cetera, on down the line. Then we have the Six of Swords in reverse. You can't move forward without their input. All right. So you're not going to sweep this under the rug. You really do want their input here. You really do want to understand that what their needs are here and how to move things forward together. So you guys really do work well in terms of your communication, and in terms of each other really wanting to have a clear understanding of what's happening. That's a beautiful thing. There's a lot of respect going on, and especially that respect is covered with empathy, like you're really trying to understand the other person's side of things before y'all just be like, well, whatever, you over it, I'm over it too. Like, let's just act like it didn't happen. That's not what you guys do. And that's really great to see. The Seven of Cups upright, though, is where you're still in a whirlwind of emotions, because you do not know how they feel about what was said or what you did in the argument. And so you're really trying to settle your own emotions. I'm hearing the message coming through is, please don't beat yourself up so badly. They really have separated what really is there, or they really are separating the issue from the emotional fallout. This seems to be a person that understands that things that are said in anger are not the truth. They're just a defense, like you trying to lay down some cover fire. So you get out the room like, cover me. While the other person's trying to run another direction and get to safety or get to a spot where they can take that out. That's what they understand. It like we were in combat. I don't expect anything that you did. Of course you was fighting for your life. I'm fighting for my life. Of course you were. Of course you were. They know I'm formidable. I know I was laying down some serious black. I was sitting 50-count shots at you, doubling down. Pat, pat, pat. It was like John Wick against damn Jason Bourne out this bitch. Sorry, I got excited there, those are my favorite people. But anyway, favorite movies, favorite characters. But nonetheless, think about that last fight in John Wick 4. What was it? What's his name? I can't think of it. Either way, they agreed, took the shot. And who got killed in the end? The enemy, the issue. That's all that's happening. That's all that's happening. Okay? All right. Divine guidance moving forward. 3 cards, please. Chariot in reverse. Temperance in reverse. And what else do we have? Father of Pentacles upright. All right. Mind on my money and my money on my mind. Here we go. And the money is the partnership, the relationship. This thing do not work without each other. Let's get it together. So the divine is asking with this Chariot card in reverse, take your time, slow it down. Wait for me and wait for them. All you need to do is be open-minded and open-hearted, ready to receive. And when the time comes, divine intervention will happen and everything will work out well. What you need to be doing is getting that mental vision board of you all discussing what happened, coming to resolution, and then getting to the part of moving forward even stronger and better than when you started, okay? The Temperance card in reverse here is a warning signal of correct yourself when it comes to your patience. Remember that you may want things to be over. This anxiety of this separation or this argument is there, and you're like, I just want things to get fixed. I'm scared. I don't want anything to happen. I want this person thinking and be like, we don't want to be together. No, which is clarifying this Two of Swords energy up here too. You choosing head over heart. Here, you're going to have to choose heart. Okay, this Temperance in reverse is a warning signal to say, please slow it down. Okay, you want things to be resolved, you guys to be back to the happy-go-lucky energy that you guys always have. There's work to be done first before that can happen. Flip the temperance energy to a place where you're coming to the balance with each other, finding the middle ground. You both must be ready to move forward. The Six of Swords is in reverse, also saying that. Okay, work on your side of things, work on what you want to do to prevent yourself from being triggered, focus on what triggered you. How did you get to the place of Mount Vesuvius? Those are the things that you need to be doing. Now, the Father of Pentacles upright represents their commitment to them and to commitment to them. Not true. Their commitment to excellence is in the Father of Pentacles, because the Father of Pentacles is the head of all of the suits, okay, before you get to the Emperor. Two, Father of Pentacles is also showing the commitment that they have to this relationship, and they are still committed to you. And three, the seriousness of their commitment. It is going to be win-win. They are going to lead in this situation. And so it is up to you to be prepared and ready to hear them, hence slowing things down, getting in touch with the divine energy in you and surrounding you, listening to those divine leadings, intuitive energies, focusing on what you need to correct yourself, and not just about making them happy, but how the two of you all will be at peace with each other and create peace for each other, even during the toughest of times. Okay? It's a learning test, learning, leveling up. All right. All right, dear Gemini, that is your session. Those are your messages. I do appreciate your time. I hope they were helpful for you. And please do remember that back then is not now. Always be in harmony with your surroundings. Stay sucker free. Hope to see you again.